Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Wind Down Podcast. I'm your host, My,
And Ross the Boss.
and today we will be discussing Black History Month. Blackity black,
Uh,
black, black, black,
black,
black,
black,
black,
black.
black. Well, cheers, because this is a celebration, okay?
Every day, not every
Every
month,
day,
not
yeah,
every February.
yes, and we'll get into that.
We will.
We'll get into that. So,
Actually, let's get into it.
let's get into it.
Yeah, no, we can get into it. What do you feel about Black History Month being just a month of 28 days?
Um, well, I really don't think that the month is necessarily for us because I can't speak for most black people, but I know a lot of black folks. It's Black History Month every month for
Every
us.
day, every
Like
day. Like, how can I
it's
not be black?
every month, every day,
But I
all
guess
day,
it's
every
just,
day.
I guess it's just to
But it's good to have a month to
make aware. Yeah,
highlight
Black
all the
inventors, success.
contributions
Yeah,
black folks have done for this country, built this country.
yeah.
So it's just great to acknowledge it, I guess,
Yeah.
and
And what I
celebrate it.
didn't know is that it was 19 something. I hate to not know, but 77 or 69.
Yeah.
That because of the most black inventors,
Mm-hmm.
their birthdays was in
February.
February.
Mm-hmm.
So I could be wrong
Because
with
I
that,
used
but
to, no, you're not. Because I used to ask that question. I mean, all of us used to, why we get the shortest month in
shortest
history? I used
month.
to say that I think in high school maybe,
Yeah,
and then I was told that it was the significance with February,
with
and it was
February.
because of that. So
Actually, so before we get into that, because
yeah.
that's more like Black History is more on the positive note, let's kind of do a recap
Oh yeah,
of what is going on
it's
right
been a
now.
lot going on. So well, let me just ask you, how are you feeling about since we have new administration in office? How
Yeah,
you been feeling? Even the month of January, just the year starting off. How you feeling about everything that's going
I
on?
don't know. Like, so you just showed me today, like they done shut down the 10 or the 110
Yeah,
doing the marching,
protesting. Yep, for sure.
protesting, the deportation,
Hmm.
and yeah, like I remember you saying like um you seen something and they were asking about like why black people aren't standing with them or something like that. I think that's far from the truth. I feel like it's a whole lot of black folks that got y'all back, and there's some that ain't. There's some that don't care. And if you, I'm just being transparent, just like some of y'all don't give a
Yeah,
damn. Some of y'all do when it comes to black people and marching and protesting, and that shit is what it is. You're not gonna have everybody to have your back.
absolutely.
And if that was the case, Kamala would have won.
Bottom line.
It would have been not 67% of y'all that voted, but 100%. So we know
Right.
that everybody ain't gonna be on the same page. But yeah, I don't. I think I try not to think about it. If you want to be honest,
That basically.
I try not. I know it's a lot about to hit the fucking ceiling of the fucking fan. Not just about deportation, because they deported some Jamaicans back to Jamaica. So it ain't just Hispanics that they doing or Latinos. It's
But I think the mass
the mass.
is
I think it's
dead.
more Latinos that are mass,
Yeah.
that are immigrants. That's
And it
why.
was a story.
Or illegal
I
immigrants, I
can't even
guess.
remember what state it was, but it was a story this week. The lady, I guess, Ice was there, and she spoke. It was her mother, and the daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and they were speaking Spanish, but they're U.S. citizens,
Mm-hmm.
and ICE took them. Didn't even. Yeah, so it's getting to be like, and like me
Wait, they were
personally,
U.S. citizens,
they
but
were
because
U.S.
they were
citizens.
speaking
Yes,
Spanish.
yes.
Oh, see,
So
no.
I'm like, I don't like to see that. You know me, I don't
Yeah,
like any type of injustice. I get it. They're saying it's illegal. They're illegals. They don't have their paperwork. This and that. I'm like, give a damn. They've been
yeah,
here. They've been doing it.
yeah.
Like I
A
don't
lot
know.
of people do give a
I
damn
don't
though.
really.
Like,
Yeah, people do. I guess I just don't care. And then I'm like, don't. I don't like when they round them up like there's some. They're like
cattle.
cattle,
Uh huh.
animals. It's just I don't know. I don't want to see nothing
Well, so they were
inhumane.
doing that with like the kids that they were keeping in
Yeah, the
cages. I
last
felt like
time
that was
that
like
was
some
horrible.
animals. Like
Yep,
the
that was
hell.
horrible.
So yeah, I try not to. He has so many executive orders that he done signed in such a short amount of time that it's not just one that I'm paying
Right.
attention to
That's
that
all of
will or
them.
won't affect me or whatever, but it's all of them.
That's all of them.
So,
It's actually, I forgot the professor's name on TikTok. He broke it down because the question was, how come Black people aren't saying nothing and standing up for us like we did for them during Black Lives Matter?
mhm.
And he broke it down like the whole world stood up for us because y'all finally got to see what we deal with because we witnessed a man be killed by the police. So
Floyd.
that wasn't that. And we asked y'all to unite with us in November.
And I
And you
don't
didn't.
like that's the thing. Like I feel like if it's genuine and you really not this and you not that, you're not a racist, that group of people shouldn't have to ask you. It's either you
Period.
thought it was wrong because that was a person, or you didn't. Like, oh, because he black, we not gonna stand with him, or oh, because they Mexican, we not. It's either you
And,
are or you not.
and let's be clear, more of them voted for Kamala
Yeah,
than Trump. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
get it. But the ones that did vote
That
for Trump,
didn't.
that the ones that are like, I saw another story. The guy he voted for Trump, and he was like, I just want to talk to Trump. He said he was only gonna take the criminals and
Yep.
this and that.
And
His
they took his
wife, they took
wife.
his wife. You saw that one
Yeah,
too. So it's just like, but you voted for you.
yeah.
I don't understand. He told you exactly what he was going to do, and you still voted for him.
And
Again, I'm not speaking to the whole community. I'm speaking to
yeah,
those that did vote and are outraged at what he's doing, as if he didn't tell you
he said
exactly what's
that,
going to
and
do.
yeah, he did say criminals and stuff like that. But what makes you think that he's? I don't know. I think that people should have read between the lines with that one because he was talking
For
about a whole
sure.
damn wall, like we said. So anyway, that recap is that. Like I feel like
But wait, let's have some positivity with it.
right.
It's been a lot of videos on TikTok, which I love, of like American born they Latinas,
Hmm.
and they'll run from ICE so that people could get away, and then they get detained and locked up, and then
And
they have
still
to
got
be
to get
let
out.
go.
Yeah,
I'm like, go ahead, that's
that's
what
how
I'm
you
talking
have.
about.
That's how you
That's
do
how y'all
it.
do it.
That's how you do it.
That's
Like
what I
let them
like to
get
see.
me, so I
Yeah,
can. I'm
I
gonna be
like the.
out.
I was like, that's how y'all
That's
do it. I
smart.
hope y'all don't keep posting that though, because I don't want them to figure out what the hell y'all doing
Y'all
and try to
doing.
like. But I really, I did enjoy
Yeah,
seeing that.
yeah,
Period.
yeah. But the way they coming at it, like going to people's homes, breaking down people's doors, and that's
Yes,
crazy.
I seen another video this week.
Going to their
They were
jobs.
at the door and they were on the phone. I don't know if she was an attorney, she was something, but she kept saying they don't have a warrant. Do not open the door. And they kept saying y'all need to open the door. And she said they do not have a right to come in there without a warrant. Do not let them come in.
Mm.
Do not open the door. They were all in the windows. And then the
Oh,
guy was like, "Do you?" And she's on speaker, and he was like, "Do you have a warrant?" He said, well, let me talk to you, like trying to,
yeah.
yeah. And she said,
Do
do not
not.
open the door. You do not
Right.
have to open the door regardless.
Right.
They have to have something. And they left. So
Oh.
I'm not saying they won't be back, but at least
Right. On your way to
that
work.
spared them more time
That's
though.
scary though, if you
That's
think
a
about it.
scary
Because if we was going
feeling.
through it, what would you do? You'd be looking out your door trying to be like, who that?
Right.
So that's scary. But
That's
yeah.
very scary. So,
Yeah.
but that's kind of, I think that's been like the
That's been the
gist
yeah.
of what's been kind
That's
of.
been the trending thing.
No, there were two plane crashes,
Yes. Th-
very tragically, this week.
three.
It was another one that I didn't see.
Okay, Philly,
Philly.
the American Airlines, and it was a jet though, but it went down.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, what you think about that? I don't know. Well, he fired the head
He fired the heads,
of the
TSA, and
TSA
all that. So I'm just like, I
security. Like I'm like, I don't know
what
if
the
it's
hell was
linked or what,
happening?
or is it that because the media got a way of like twisting stuff. Like we don't know when them dates was for some of two of them we do. But of course, because it's going on, people are now like clout chasing. They're gonna post old plane crash.
I,
I
you know,
know.
it's all. I
You
always
never
feel like
know.
it's more, but
Exactly. Me too.
just prayers to their families
I
because that is
know. And
horrible.
he is so insensitive. To where I don't even need to bring up the comment, but
No, we don't.
they just asking him if he gonna visit the site and stuff, and he's just very insensitive, no kind of empathy.
So he
Like,
said, "What am
yeah,
I gonna do? Get
that's
in the
what I said.
water?"
That's what I said. I'm not gonna even.
Wait, when I saw him say that in people's comments, some people were like, I mean, he's right. What is he supposed to do? I'm like,
The people
just pay
too.
respect.
It's crazy. I
We
don't get
like
it.
we as a nation, we're we've been desensitized so
I
much.
was just about to say
We
that.
lack empathy. We lack
Yep. Because we
sympathy.
see it all.
We
It's
see
there
it all.
now
So
on the
we
internet.
lack
Like
it. It's just like,
even people that have died on camera and stuff like that, it's so normal to see
it's
now
so
that
normal.
you're not even like, you know, people that have empathy and stuff like that, they're like clutching their pearls. But other
Right.
people are like, damn,
This
that's fucked
normal.
up. So
Regular
yeah.
stuff, yeah.
But you know, that's a little recap of more of the I feel negative, but back to Black
Black to Black
History Month,
History
okay?
Month.
Because
Let me
we
pull up some
popping. Let me
notes
tell you, this melanin be popping.
all the time.
That's why the culture vultures be on.
All the time.
They be
Cause
ready.
what Paul Mooney say? Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't
So it's
nobody
time to
want to be
be.
a nigga. We cannot deny the sauce, the swag, just the way we are. Like, I don't know. Like, we just, for me, like, just walking in a room and they looking at you like, God forbid I had to come back in another, like, come back
That's
in
another
another life and start over because I didn't learn the lesson from this lifetime. And I had to come back again. I want to come back black
Black.
every single time. Send me back black
Send
every
me back
single
black.
time. Okay.
I feel like it shouldn't just be a month. We go through
No.
so much in the different months that we need every other month that the others should be celebrating us because we gonna celebrate either way. But it's a lot of because of what the schools teach and all that. That's why it is up to the parents too. A lot of what the schools teach that don't even teach our history. So I guess they take February to do it if they're even doing it correctly. But I think that should be in schools. Period.
Well, they're trying. He's trying to remove.
He trying to remove.
Trump is
He trying
trying.
to remove the
Now
schools.
you know Florida. They had already removed like critical race theory, anything having to do with slavery, and it's supposed to be told that the slaves benefited from slavery.
Mm,
So Trump wants to remove any of that being taught in the schools. Period, across the
period.
board.
He trying to defund school
I mean,
schools
he
altogether.
wants to get rid of the Department of Education. So,
Right. What
and
the
I'm like, and
hell?
those
That's
textbooks that are
weird.
in the schools are already censored
And old.
old and out and full of fairy
So
tales
I
because
got to
that's
hear about
not
the Boston Tea Party,
right.
but I can't hear about my own
And that's what I was
peoples. I wasn't gonna hear
explaining
about no
to my
damn Boston
teenager
Tea
that
Party.
I was just like, you know, and when you're in high school, elementary school, you learn their history. I'm like when and not saying I told him you ain't got to go to college. Like we'll figure it out. Trade
Mhm.
school if you need to.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
going to college, I'm like, that's where I learned about my history, like
Yeah.
fully. Now I knew stuff, but certain stuff I did not know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just
And you learn along the way.
you
Once you
learn
start
along the
reading
way.
more and doing more,
And the
and
more when you start like really learning about it, you want more. Like I crave
yeah,
more
like
and more
damn.
and more.
Yep.
So
Yep.
absolutely.
Speaking of that, how you feeling about Hillman
Hillman Talk
Talk
University.
University?
Let me just say, I'm gonna say this. I feel like black women are the most amazing women, the most amazing people. Honestly, like I love my black kings, but I'm
Mhm.
like black women really like we like when they say black folks are not human, that's how I be feeling about black women because we said collectively we was gonna rest for these 4 years. And black
Right.
women couldn't even rest for a week before they created a
Hillman Talk.
university to educate and teach our own. And
Yeah.
I, for one, love it. I'm here
Did
for
you
it.
enroll?
I did enroll because
Enrollment was closed for me, but I'll be there.
I was on I don't stay on TikTok, but I stay on TikTok like
Yeah.
over Instagram all day. So
Yeah.
I always kind of know what's going on the TikTok side. So
And I
yeah, it was very
didn't.
exciting. It
Yeah.
was very exciting to see. It was it was some controversy with I'm be honest, with white women
Mhm.
wanting to enroll. Some of them wanted to give their two
Mm.
cents. It's just like, and a lot of black women were like, why can't we have a safe space for us?
Mhm.
Why y'all don't really like us, but
Mhm.
you have to be included in what we do so bad. Why couldn't
Everything.
you start your own? And
Right.
then I heard one of them was trying to, it's a thing, one of them trying to trademark Hillman Talk University. Like, how dare you? Don't even know. You probably don't even know where Hillman the name
Came
Hillman
from.
came from.
Speaking of, for those that don't know what Hillman Talk University is, because I wanted to know the exact, wording. Hillman College has gone digital. Well, sort of. Thanks to TikToker Dr. Barlow, the fictional HBCU from the beloved sitcom A Different World has been reimagined as Hillman Talk, a virtual community celebrating Black culture and creativity on TikTok.
And if you go like Torre, he used to be on like MTV and stuff. He has his class for hip hop. There's a one somebody I follow. She used to be a celebrity stylist, a Lori Swank.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing like styling and fashion and stuff.
Okay.
So
it's all Black. So but the thing is, so when you say white women want to be involved, I do feel, not in this instance, Hillman's Talk, but I do feel that if y'all wanted to be involved, meaning know about the Black culture, it was so many different resources before here.
Thank you.
Like if you
Google
want
is
to,
free.
and if you want to, I think, what are your, like, what's the reason you want to be involved? Because you want to be educated, or you just being nosy? So you can be one step ahead, or you just want to be culture vultures. But I do think y'all should know y'all history, because then maybe it would be less hate and less this and that if y'all really knew about us, other than just the slavery and all. It's so much more than that. So I do think y'all need to be educated, but not in a forum where it was like FUBU, for us by us.
No,
Period.
they have to. They do not feel like we are worthy to have something of our own. And I know it's like I've seen some white women's perspectives where they're like, white women did a video of like, white women, this is how you go in those classes, and she just was quiet, taking notes, like you say nothing. But it's like, why can't you guys just do that at your own? Why do you have to? It's like when we do something, you guys feel like, oh, we need to be included in it. But the minute we try to step foot in your country clubs, we get the side eye in it. So I'm just like, I get it. I get it. We're the blueprint. We the sauce. So you would want to. I get it.
Want sauce,
So I get why you want to be included.
And times
on them bland ass noodles,
but they not.
I get it.
Here you go again. Times are different, but times are not. Like y'all gotta like chill. Y'all don't gotta be involved in everything. And if you are gonna be involved, and because I can't say, oh, every white person, every white woman dislike Black women. I can't say that.
No, we're not saying that.
However, just know to keep that same energy. Don't be afraid to let your work friends know that you're a part of Hillman Talk University, or you're a part of like, oh, or I got. Don't go around because you think you got one Black friend, like, oh, and I know all about the history that. No, and be ready in the workplace to stand up for your coworker that's going through and all of that. Don't be fake when it's time to be.
Now I want to know somebody back. What's the percentage of white women that voted for Kamala over Trump?
I don't know.
I didn't look at that because I do wonder that. Because I remember the last time when they voted for Trump over Hillary, so and that was one of they own. So I was just wondering.
I don't think nobody wants a woman to be president at all, regardless, obviously, of the race.
Again, like I said, it wasn't even about that. It was just like they want to take our rights as women. Why would they want a woman?
Well, that's in
charge of the free world.
That's when women should all came together, and they didn't. Or she would have won. So
and they did not. What do you think about Trump gifting us Black History Month? We got him a little
here, guys.
Sprinkle on it.
Here's your gift for this month.
His statement, the way he said
that I thought was already a thing.
The way he said it was just like, because of all your amazing contributions, I'm going to gift you Black History. As if it wasn't already, we didn't already have.
I feel like inserting like a clip, like, what? Bro. I don't know.
I think it's.
I don't even pay attention to Trump. Like, I have not, unless it come up on social media or something. I literally, he's done so much. It's almost laughable, but it's crazy. And I don't even.
Don't you feel like you in a reality show? It's just reality
the Twilight
television.
Zone.
It's like
the Twilight Zone.
Not real.
And they laughing at us. All these other countries is like,
oh, for sure.
They got this man.
For sure.
So yeah, they're laughing at us. But yes, that was crazy. How you gonna gift us something we already got, and that we're already going to celebrate regardless if we got it or not?
I think it's hilarious. I
It's
think
weird.
it's so on brand with Trump, and I
That's
just think
him.
it's just it's like
Right now, it's
can't make
nothing
this shit
that
up.
it's nothing that's gonna surprise me with him.
No,
I'm talking. He done been racist to all everybody.
everybody that don't look like
His
him.
own
I mean, well, women. He don't really
women.
care
Yeah,
the
he's
women,
yeah.
but the men that look like him, nah, he cool
He
with
off of
them.
that.
Or
But
you
that's
know
why I
what?
said
I think
women.
he's cool with like other races. If you like millionaire,
hmm
billionaire status,
We said it's a
he good
status
with
thing.
you. Yeah. So
But yeah, he's a motherfucker. It's
he
just
makes me
laughable, but it's
laugh.
crazy.
Yes, he's very. I'm sorry. He just makes every time
He
I
don't
see
give a
something and
fuck.
people
And then
will
his
get so
facial
mad.
expression is like, well,
That's what makes it even funnier.
he just don't give a fuck. You be like, wow.
He does not
That's the
care.
scary part though. You don't know what he got up his sleeve because he don't give a damn.
Mm-mm.
And you could be ready. You got to be ready for anything if that's possible.
Because
But
I know they were saying black folks, y'all next, and we were like, well, it's already. They've been coming after us since we
no,
came to this
wait.
country.
Why he said something about, and I don't know if it was him, so let me not say.
What?
Somebody said something about sending the Indian Americans back where they going? Around the corner? Because this is they shit. How are you sending them back
If you
where?
gotta send everybody back to where they came from, then you gotta send all the Europeans back over to Europa, to Europe. Like you gotta send all the
I was confused
Caucasians
at
out
that.
too. So we not even. I'm not even.
Gonna entertain that because that was just
Basically, we
it.
are U.S. citizens. So
So
you know, if there was a country for us by us, I would be there too. I know. We have the continent of Africa and all that, and we could trace it, but
we could trace it.
and try. Wait a
Well,
minute.
so that's what the Hispanics are saying. I ain't never been nowhere else. This is where I was born. This is my mama was born. It's
Yeah.
only like this person and this person, like maybe my grandma or
No,
something.
that's why I
I'm saying
totally
the same
agree
thing.
with
I know
them.
it's some Mexicans that never been to Mexico.
That's why I'm like, but they
I never been to Africa.
right. So that's why I totally agree.
I
This is
get
their
it.
home.
This y'all home.
This is their home. And let's not forget California was part of Mexico.
Was
So
part hello.
yeah.
And supposedly, I don't know. I heard
Or
something about
LA.
that too. Like it's gonna be a break off. He trying to break off
He's
something.
trying to do a lot of stuff that is just
And
like
he got 4 years to do it, and that's a lot of time. So I think I don't know.
we'll see what happens. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm sidetracking because it is Black History Month.
And Trump
I
ain't
just
about it.
saw what is going viral, but you're not really on TikTok, so you might not know. Have you seen that black woman that's in Pakistan having press
No,
conferences and shit?
no.
Bitch, it is the funniest. I thought it was a skit at first. I didn't think it was real, but it kept popping up on my timeline. Then I started seeing people talking about it. I'm like, that is real. I guess she met a man online from Pakistan, and she was supposedly they're saying that like she sold all her stuff. She moved to Pakistan. Apparently, the dude, I don't know how true this backstory is.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he's 19, but he saw her at the airport and left. He didn't want her. So she is having like press conferences. Then she told the Pakistani government that she needs $20,000 to put in to go in her pocket, and she needed like 100,000, 80,000, or something, so she could start developing that country. She could get that country going. She needs it by the end of the week. Like they're really giving this woman press conferences, and I'm gonna show you the videos once
But
we're
who
done.
is she? She not even a
No,
politician.
she from New York. She got that New York accent, so it makes it even better. Because I knew she was a New Yorker when I heard her. I was like, oh, I
That
really
is
thought it was a
funny.
skit. Like when you see it, you're gonna be
So she
like,
went out there. Yeah, I got to see it
you're gonna
first. She
think
went
it's a
out
skit.
there
But
for a 19-year-old. He seen her and said no.
they are feeding her like she's
Get
being
out of here.
treated. And so I heard that they bought the Pakistani government bought her a ticket back to America because of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
This heifer said she ain't leaving. She ain't coming back.
It's my new home. This is my new
Yes,
home.
and she said her name, she said her husband's name, and she said they're going to be moving to Dubai to have their baby.
What
I'm gonna
husband?
show
I thought
you
she went out there for a
I
19-year-old. Okay, yeah,
so
I gotta
I was
watch it.
seeing clips, and then I start seeing people like talk about it.
Oh
And
my
one of
gosh.
the girls with the backstory, she was saying no, she met the dude online. They got married, and then she went out there, and then so
Oh, they
maybe
got married before seeing each other or
yeah. So
whatever.
which I don't know. I think she said they got married in Utah. So they must have got online, I believe. I think I saw her
Oh
doing it. It had to be
Lord.
online because he
Now the
didn't.
bitch got press conferences.
She's having
What is she trying
press
to?
conferences in Pakistan, girl. I'm gonna show it to you because it's. I forgot to tell you because I was like, I thought it was a skit. Yes, that is. So
It is.
so black lady takes over Pakistan is currently trending. Okay, since we talk about black folks in the sauce, I guess she trying to take her sauce
She
over to
trying to take
Pakistan.
her sauce like they
I
need
just
me.
kid. Yeah, like I I'm gonna show it to you so
New
you
York a
understand.
whole different beast. She probably out there thinking she would be vote for Pedro. She
And
finna be the
the
next
dude she was
Pakistani
standing
mayor.
next to her at her press conference. I don't know who the guy is, but she was like, "No, he's talking too much. He's talking too much. That's it. That's it. He's talking too much." I was like, "Do you know what country you in?"
Like, this is my show.
It's
Grab the mic from
it's
him.
actually pretty funny, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that in
Yes,
there.
I'm gonna have to see it.
Little saucy sauce. So
First of all, let me say Black History Month and every other month. I feel like y'all should be educating y'all kids some kind of way on the black inventors and what's going on now. Keep them in the know. Like, um, just keep them in the know. Keep them up to date, even though they are up to date because they got social media and all that stuff too. They probably know more
right,
than us, but
right.
keep them up to date with current events, what's going on, just about real news. Because don't I keep it real. I keep it real about what's going on and stuff that may or may not affect us. Like, just keep them in the know. That's what I would
Heck yeah,
say. Because at
absolutely.
school, they la da 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 da, like nothing's going on about that at school. So you need to let them know, like, well, in the real world, outside of that building, this is what's going on. So yeah,
I'm trying to think. I mean, it was so long ago. I'm trying to think when I was in school. Did they do something special at school for Black History Month?
not for
And
me.
I don't seem to. I feel like elementary school. Maybe we colored pictures of
Yeah, of Martin
Martin
Luther
Luther King.
King.
That's all. I'm like, that's the
Yeah,
only one they Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King.
yeah,
I think
that's
those are
all.
the ones that they. I feel like
Bruh, I was at the school one day and seen that they were, I think it was when is Groundhog Day? The first or second.
today.
So they celebrated that day before Black History Month. They was having the kids
Wow.
color groundhogs before they even acknowledged what month it was. I was like, so yeah, don't expect for your kids to get no type, depending on the school they at, depending on the school they at,
Yeah, depending on the
no
school.
type of no type of loving in that area. But yeah,
And I
um,
always love the videos that say, "Bitch, get out the way. It's Black
Black
History
History
Month."
Month. She was like, yeah, because bitch, way Black History
I will
Month.
never not laugh at that video. It's just so like
It's so us.
we are the most unserious people on the planet, most entertaining. I love us.
We
I
are,
always
but
say
we
that.
are also serious. Like you can't fuck
We're
with us
very
when we
serious.
for real. You ain't
Yeah.
fucking
But
with
even
us.
in the serious situation, somebody gonna
Somebody
find a
gonna
way
say
gonna make us all laugh about it because mental health is real and stuff
true.
starts getting to you after a while.
But do
So
you
you
think
do
that
have
that
to keep
might
from
be
laughing.
a thing? Like, cause you don't want the world to think y'all some fucking clowns. So
They
sometimes
do think we be clowning.
it's.
That's what if you
But when it's
when
serious
you get
time, you
into it
can't
with
be
a black folk,
clowning.
yeah, you know what? The serious person gonna say what they say, and then the clown gonna say something back because that's what black folks do. Like that's how we do. We may be serious about this. Somebody gonna come in like, yeah, bitch, because it is like something
Something.
clownery. Like I don't know. Like that's just how we do. I love that about us. That's one thing. We are like the most resilient people to me.
Yeah,
You know. So
that's funny. Well, cheers to that.
cheers to that.
Take a
Cheers to
little
Black
sippy
History
sip.
Month. And I did put on this specifically from a black brand.
Hmm.
This I got this in like 2020, but
It says, "Hope
black
I don't get killed for being
black
black
today.
today."
What's it? HGC apparel. I don't even see her anymore, but she was in Foot Locker. Remember Foot Locker had started doing that Wonder, are they rolling back their DEI program?
I don't know.
Cause
I really don't know a lot of companies who is and who not. At first I thought Walmart was, but no, they're not.
They keep saying Walmart is
So
just
I
like, wait
don't
a minute,
know.
on the list. That's on, like, you do have to fact check and Google, because they made a list I saw it on TikTok and people were saying no Ross, right?
Mm.
Well, I went and Googled Ross, and Ross on the thing, it said as of, and it gave the date. I think I did it like a couple of days ago.
Hmm.
It said Ross said that they were committed to their DEI program.
Well,
So
we know for sure Target ain't.
those videos have been trending
I
too
know.
about Target being empty. But then if you go in the comments, people be like, "Well, where the hell is that?" Because by me, Target was full.
They still go. It's some people that's just gonna go still with what they know.
Yeah,
But
and that's what they want. That's what they so choose.
I heard Costco is keeping with it, but it's going up to like 30 an hour for their
And I would
employees.
wait, and I was seeing them lines in Costco too. Ever since
Costco's.
I was like, the line was to the back of the store in one of the videos. The membership line was like out the door. It was so many
Mm-hmm.
black folks in that line that I saw
Mm-hmm.
too. I was like,
They marched into Costco's
yeah.
a few
With
people
it was Al Sharpton
with
leading it. Hmm.
uh-huh.
I saw that too. So,
So yeah, it's going down in
but
the
I ain't gonna lie. I
tongue.
think Sam's dropped theirs, and I like Sam's
Did
better than
they?
Costco because Sam's lines are very much so shorter. Okay.
I wonder if Instacart and all that is giving up their DI because you can shop through Instacart to Sam's and Costco and not need a membership. They'll let the
Oh,
shopper in and come deliver, and you don't need a membership.
that's cool. I like that.
So
I was
I
at
don't know.
Instacart and something until I was like, you know what? I can't pay all these fees.
Right. So I wonder if the delivery like
I wonder that too. That's good to know.
platform
I think it's
is
just good
getting
to
rid of
do your
theirs.
own research and
Yeah,
figure out
basically.
if you care or not, because some people don't care that
Some
they
people don't
dropping in
care.
programs. They like whatever.
Ain't Amazon dropping? Allegedly.
Yeah, Amazon was on the list of saying that they were doing that too. So I mean,
I don't know, y'all. At the end of the day, it's a lot, and if I believe in the whole uh recycling our own dollars, like in the black community are in. So if you continue to do a Target or do a Amazon or do a whatever, just know, and some people don't care about all that. Some people don't
mm-mm.
care about it, but that's why we ain't got our own like. Remember I told you about Black Wall Street. I'll be one of the Black Wall
No, if
Street.
we
I
could
would
just
move there. It is
if
some people that I don't know what state that was, but that bought different and just trying to build. And I'm like, where that's at? I want to
Yeah,
go.
it would be nice though if we all just bought black, like black, blackity black, 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 blackity black. It's just, you know what it is too.
I'm black.
Like, I know me, as I've gotten older, convenience is like
Convenience.
number one for me.
That's
Convenience tops everything for
everything.
me.
I
Like,
know.
if it's convenient for me to just
Unfortunately.
run here instead of me going to the black spot that may be 20 minutes away and this one is 2 or 3 minutes away, I'm gonna go for
Yeah.
2 or 3 minutes away because I don't have that 20 minutes to get there, and it
Yeah.
might be 40 minutes to get back because of
Yeah.
traffic, and I
Or if
just
something is closed,
or
or if
something.
something
Yeah,
is hold on too, because if something costs more, or forget the cost. If I go into a black establishment and the customer service is trash, just like at the white one, I'm leaving.
me
I don't
too.
care about the color. I don't care about none of that. I'm not, some people, they will get not so great customer service at the white establishment and still don't even worry about it because, oh, that's okay. Not me. I'll be like,
Me too.
I want that same respect you just gave
Well, I
her.
write a review about white businesses.
Yeah,
I,
girl.
I'm quick to write a review.
And they be quick to, even the black people that work at the white establishments will greet the white customers like, "Hi, how are you?" And then when you walk up, be like, what can I
And that's
get you?
sometimes how they've been trained to
What
do.
can I get you?"
That's
No,
how they've
fuck
been trained to do
that.
too.
I need
So,
that same energy as you just gave her.
well, I already
I've said it
said
before.
if
I'll be
I
like,
if I get poor
I
customer
didn't get
service
greeted
at
like
a
that.
black establishment, I said I'm going back. I'm gonna keep going back till they get it right
Mm-hmm.
because we got to have our own. And if we all say, "No, they got bad attitudes, I'm not going in there," we never gonna have our own. So for me, you get it, because I could be stinking nasty too. But when it comes to customer service, I'm always for the like my server.
Yeah.
I want them to win. So
Yeah.
I really do. But if something is like if my food is not right, that's one thing. You know, I can be picky. I don't want that in there. I don't want that in there. When
Yeah.
it comes, I be really cool. And a lot of restaurants I won't go back to because it was just like, nah,
And it
I don't
don't
want to deal with
even
that
like
drama.
if it did happen that way, depending on how you reacted to it, the waitress or the waiter reacted to it like, oh, I'm so sorry, let me
And
go
that's
fix.
how they usually
That's
are.
cool, but don't act like the shit was my fault or
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a difference. Like I'm not going back. Like if I felt like, for example, the food was great, the establishment, because actually I went to a food truck, black owned. The food was great. The customer service was not, and it made me not go back.
Right.
Period. And um, let me think. No, I didn't go back. However, I try to try new stuff. However, I went to another truck one time and great customer service and not so great food. So then I'm like, would I go
Yeah.
back? Maybe it was that one item I had,
Yeah.
or it makes you want to try it again if they were cool, but it just depends. I
Listen,
would give a second chance, I guess, and try it
I
out.
tried this black owned hibachi food truck. Was it in Carson? Wherever it was bomb as heck. The customer service was amazing too, but it could be a little expensive because you're doing
Yeah,
lobster and shrimp
yeah,
and
and everything
so
else has gone up, so you got to go up.
yeah. But the food was amazing, and the customer service
I
wasn't
want some
like
hibachi.
over and above,
Right,
but it was
but it was
decent.
cool.
It was
Yeah,
it was decent enough for me to be like, oh yeah, I
yeah.
would definitely uh uh
Like go back,
go back.
return.
I lost my whole train of thought. I start thinking about food.
For real. But
I love hungry. Also, Kendrick Lamar performing Super Bowl,
oh
Black
yeah,
History Month. That's
yes.
for like the majority of the time. I feel
Majority of
like
the
I'll be
time,
seeing black artists.
yeah.
Last year, I think it was Usher performing.
Right. The battle of the
Battle of the Bands,
bands.
which let me just say, I think is so dope.
So dope
That's why I always wanted to go to a HBCU just to.
for the
I wanted
bands.
to be one of the what are they majorettes? One thing I wanted to talk about. So because you had sent, I swear you sent me the video about trade school versus
Oh
college.
yeah.
So what made me
Mhm.
automatically think about Booker T. Washington, his
Mhm.
philosophy, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But he used to preach on black people need to be in trade school to develop a trade, not in college. I do remember him talking about trade school. So as the next generation is coming in and I'm looking at my own children, because I always feel like college is good, not even from the learning, but I feel like you're around your peers that are your age. You're coming into age. You become
Yeah.
a woman. During school, I changed my mind. I was about to change my major. I want to be a teacher. Now I want to be a social worker. My mom talked me out of that. She was like, hell to the nah, not at LA County. So then I want to be a social worker. Then I wanted to
It
I
just
just
changed a
kept
lot.
changing and
It's just different now. I think that people do push for college, but I think that today it's okay to do a trade if you want. Everybody aiming for
yeah.
college, and that's it. Period. There's nothing else
I
to
mean,
it.
the new generation, like it's so many what I loved about them is so many like self-taught makeup artists say,
Oh
and
yeah,
they're
because of
making
YouTube
good money.
University.
Yeah, they've been doing makeup forever, but they never once had any type of training with it, and they do makeup so bomb and flawless. Like
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
I know this may be a controversial statement. I did a whole research paper on him too in college and compared him to Malcolm X, but
Who?
Tupac of our generation, like Tupac was very,
Yeah, yeah.
even though he had that other side, he was very like pro black. Very, I mean, he was raised.
Intelligent.
His mama was a Black Panther,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just his speeches too, like his stuff he said in his lyrics, he was very like pro black and
Mhm.
all of that.
Mhm.
But they focus on the other side. So
Yeah.
I just,
They focus.
yeah.
That's why
But
we
I
know what
love
type
us,
of.
even us in like I feel like we're more than just entertainers, but the entertainers that did pave the way, the ones that had to go through the back door, couldn't even
Right.
they're performing there and they can't even walk through the front door of like the hotel entrance.
We were just talking about gatekeeping not too long ago. What if? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about
Okay.
how like you have your since it's Black History Month. Let's bring that up. But you have your black people that made it, that are successes. But now, since they're in that different bracket, acting like they ain't never been in this bracket before and don't really want to help those that
That's
are.
gonna be me. Pish posh. I don't have time for that. No, I'm just ta-ta. Ta-ta for now. I don't know. I feel like everybody has their own individual
Reasons,
journey
maybe.
and thing, and some of them just want to be the only one, and I don't know, sometimes they feel like if they, what I also heard, when you get to a certain bracket, the conversation is different, so race isn't even an issue.
Yeah.
Race isn't even discussed.
I think even in that bracket, it's more of a status thing. Yeah, I get it, but we said this on the last one. Even if you still a nigga in the coop.
Even if you in a Benz, you still a nigga
in the coop.
Yeah, but everybody don't feel like they like, yeah, I'm a nigga, but I'm a nigga that
no,
made
not
it.
the black people. I'm talking about even the person that you breaking bread with and having dinner with.
For sure.
And so I don't want that. Like when I get in that room,
you have to know that.
I don't want to walk in that room and feel like even if it's 5 of us black and the rest are not, I don't want to feel like I have to do something different just because. And yes, we don't get fake. I mean, be proper.
You don't want to have to code switch. I
don't want to do that. I already made it to where I wanted to make it.
Code switching is very exhausting.
It's exhausting and it's necessary.
Tiring. It's very necessary, but it's very.
Why is it necessary? Why we just can't
necessary? No, the thing is, they already. I guess this is what code switching is too. We talking code about shit that we don't want them to fucking know. So
right.
That's part of it too. But I know what you're saying. Why do we have to now switch to our professional white girl voice where we talk like this and sound
Why can't we just
we sound less intimidating and less aggressive,
so that you can feel comfortable?
Because we're supposed to make them feel comfortable,
and that's what I like.
And so
that's what I like.
A lot of us have been taught to code switch,
and you can be proper without it being called code switch. You can be proper, and I don't have to walk in talking about what it do, and you can be like you do with your home. Wait a minute, but I don't have to get extra about it,
right?
And
most of us know the room. You know who you walking into, so
you do.
If it's a room of us, what up, though? What up, my nigga?
No, not even like this in the professional world, and it's us.
Even in the professional world, low key,
what y'all doing?
We be excited, but we still room of us. But when it's all then, we do go in. How are you today?
Yes, yeah, no, I don't like that.
No, but
and let me think.
It's something that's been going on.
I'm sure I did it.
My old job, I think I told you, a client asked me. She said, "Maisha, I don't need to ask you this, but what color are you? Because I've never seen you." I was like, black. She was like, because I wasn't sure. I said, well, you want me to
over the phone?
Over the phone. Because I never met her in person. She was like, she said, because I know my manager.
So she couldn't even tell.
Right.
Some people will be able
my voice was so, I really do. Right. Like when I say I switch, I really
I know some people that I'd be like, that's you.
So she said, I said, well, what you want me to be like? What up, bitch? Hey, what it do? What we doing?
Then she know. Now she know.
And she started laughing. She said, no, I do it myself. She said, I just had to ask because I said, she said,
was she black?
She was black. And she said, I know ain't no white girl named Maisha. She was like, I was thinking you might be a white girl. I said, yes, girl. I have to, you know how it goes. She said, no, I know how it goes. She said, I didn't want to be disrespectful.
I mean, you did it
but
great.
I had to ask.
Look,
yeah, that's what she was saying. She was like, I just had to ask. And she was like, ain't no way there's a white girl named Maisha.
So when I say code switching, I don't mean that, black people can't be proper. Yeah, we are and we can.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm talking about as far as like a white room and a black room. Both professional, both whatever. Like you feel obviously, obviously more comfortable walking into this room versus this room. But I feel like when it's this room, walk in there even more with your head high. Like I'm not gonna be like kissing your ass.
Let me just say though, depending on what type of black people are in that room, so I won't have the code switching on, but I won't use slang. You know what I mean?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I said
I ain't gonna lie. The one that I'm most comfortable with is when I could talk my shit. What up, nigga?
Yeah.
Chill, nigga. White folks, not all of them, but some of them. I think what they be conscious of. I think what they be conscious of now too is not being canceled with shit, because I think she was talking to two like Latina ladies, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever it was, the lady got like, that's what they have to worry about, getting fired and
Yeah,
can't. And
cancel.
they hold,
Because
even
the
if it's
internet
their own
will
business, the internet will
find where
tear
you
you up
work and
because some of the stuff is
cancel
just
your ass.
so unnecessary. Like, I'm a you. Even if I was an American citizen, I don't have to show you my fucking freedom papers, bitch. Who the
Right?
fuck
Who
is
are
you?
you?
And that's
A
where
lot of people.
they want, or if like I always see the videos of somebody like recording
Everybody
outside
swear
in the
they the
building,
police.
and the white women come running up to the camera. Why are you recording?
Yeah.
I didn't give you my permission to film in public.
Yes.
First of all, you're in public, so he doesn't need your permission. Second of all, he's on the
Who the
sidewalk,
fuck are you?
and you walked over to him and disturbed him talking about, I don't want you recording me.
And third and most importantly, who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? Well,
who the fuck
they
are
think
you?
that
They own that?
Yes,
no.
that it's been laid out for them.
It was another one where the lady was walking her dog and there was a buzz indoor to get in their building. So the black dude comes and he was looking for his key, like it was a fob, I think. And she's like, no. I think she was coming out and held the door. Now, true, you gotta know, like, most people don't think about that though. When they're holding the door, they're like, if it was a white dude, she just was like, "Oh, sure, I got the door for you." But because it was a black dude,
I don't care if you white or black,
like,
and especially
do
a
you live
man.
here?
I ain't holding the door for you. You a man. I don't know what you gonna do.
So she let the door close. Now, if he got his own key and he getting in, or he there to visit somebody, then he either gonna get buzzed in or he gonna get his key. So he didn't ask her to let him in, hold the door, nothing. So she gonna say, "Do you live here?" Up, already out of line. There's no need for you to ask me that because I'm not through the door. They want to. So I guess that's just the Karen moments, which don't belong really in this Black History Talk.
Though?
He went in and said, "That's none of your business."
Oh, I love that.
None
Cheers
of your damn business. I think that needs to be the answer more often. Big ups to all the people that or shout out to all the people that, like you said, paved the way. All the inventors, because I know y'all eating peanut butter over there, and traffic lights, and
I was just about to say,
and
because the girls stay with they lace
automated
elevators. They here just laid. Hey, I love how black women, we like they that had me laid. Yes, thank you, Madam CJ Walker. Okay, just saying.
And so yeah, and then also shout out to those today that are still paving the way and fighting for us, and using your platform to still fight for us, and because we still got a long way. Well, this ain't really free. Free ain't really free.
A very long way.
And it's still just crazy to me right now, 2025. Like, it's kind of crazy to still talk about some of the same things that happened when they used to use the water hose. Like, that's crazy. But we're here, and this is how it is. And I don't think I'll be alive to see the big change we're all hoping for, but I pray that it happens. And that's that.
Sometimes I think about like in America without any black folks, like just say it was no black people out here. I'm like, y'all would be a really bland, unseasoned country.
Just real boring.
Just boring and bland and unseasoned.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
I've never officially dated outside my race. I did, like, you just have
date here and there.
Yeah, I've dated. Okay, you said date.
Well, I've never on a date.
I went on a date, right, but with not somebody, dated. But actually, like, been my man.
Right. Nah. Yeah, neither.
I did. So there was this dude that I was talking to. I did. It was years ago. Mm-hmm. I was like, he was a white. He was a white boy, but he had again that like black male swag. Mm-hmm. But he had really long hair, right? Mm-hmm. He was cute. Mm-hmm. So I was just his like his baby mama was black. Like, he liked black women. So I wasn't really interested in him. But as we were talking, I was just like, so I always wanted to know what it was like to kiss a white man, because you don't have no lips. He had really small, like, he didn't really have lips. Yeah. So I was just like, what is it like to kiss a white dude that don't have no lips? Girl. And I'm not even into kissing, but I kissed him just to see.
Was it horrible?
No, it was cool. It didn't seem, but you know me, I like them black, juicy. What am I used to call Gina? Some soup coolers. Soup coolers. I love, like, just
yeah, that's what you wasn't finna get.
I wasn't getting that, but I just wanted to see, was it the same feeling? So no, I've never really been interested in. I've
Would
talked to
you
dudes, but
marry outside your race,
yeah, I'm
or would
open to
you?
anything now. I
Okay.
think that was when I was
When they
younger.
say don't bring, because some people older set in their ways don't bring such and such home.
Yeah, I and
So is
I
that
heard it.
okay if you had like, let's say you had your kids and they brought home different?
I don't care what color
Oh,
you
okay.
bring home. I'm not
Okay.
really. I'm not. I used to before I had kids. I cared
Mhm.
because I'm
Mhm.
like I'm only dating
Right.
black,
Right.
and I still like of course you want to keep it
Your
black, but
preference,
however,
whatever.
you
But
can't control who you
yeah.
actually do fall in love with.
Mhm.
So I'm like I'm not. I could care less about minimal stuff.
Right. As
That
long
type
as
of
that
shit.
motherfucker
As
treating
long as
you
he
right
treats you good,
and
I
they
don't have
are,
nothing to say.
yeah.
However, if you dealing
However,
with the same, like if you dealing with some bull duty, yeah, I do care. But it's not. But it's not
that's
because
from
of.
anybody.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
say it's not because of the color. Because
Oh
you could deal
yeah.
with
Yeah.
that. You deal with
Yeah.
that from your own
Yeah. Yeah.
whoever.
If you still
It's
want to date
it can
a
be
black dude or
conflict when
a
it's
woman,
male female relations. That
yeah.
is a
Period.
whole. So yeah, no, I don't care about that. And as far as
Let me tell you
me,
something. If
I don't care
my
about
if
dating outside my race either.
yeah,
I did back then, but actually I couldn't have because at 17 I was ready to risk it all, risk
risk it all for the white
risk
boy.
being in LA
Oh
for that
yeah.
white boy.
Yeah.
So
No, I feel like if, and that goes for anybody, like little cousins, siblings, kids, whatever, was dating a black woman or male versus, and also dating a white woman or a white dude, if they being treated better over here, I'm gonna say go for what you know.
go
Because
for
if that
what you
motherfucker ain't
know.
doing what they supposed to do, race don't even matter at that
And
point.
then you see the
To me.
black wife effect. You remember when that was viral, like on TikTok and stuff.
Hmm.
You ever saw the black wife
I
effect?
think so.
How they
With the white boys.
how they turning white boys out and have them looking
Swag,
swaggy out.
yes. I seen it. I seen it. I was
So
like, okay.
I'm
And they
not.
met early on, like,
Yes.
and then grew up together.
So I just feel like whoever I like is who I like. I
Right.
don't really care. I
Yeah.
don't
And a lot
look
of
for
times
one
though,
specific race.
um, like you said earlier, the John B, he had a little bit of swag to him. So it is some of that black that you're
Yeah.
still looking for
Yeah. That's
in
probably
the
what it
other
is.
race.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, because
exactly
if
what it
it's
is.
just like strictly nothing that you are, nothing that stands out.
Like if
I
it
don't
was
want to say
Zach
it, but
from
if it
Saved
was,
by the
yeah,
Bell, like the
yeah,
surfer
the
white
white,
boy
white,
dude.
white,
The
like,
hell no. I would have been like,
then it's
nah,
like, nah, because that ain't that. So
you ain't
already
hood
your
enough for me,
type,
homie.
exactly. And not that the white boy gonna be hood, but because he got
Right.
that black
But he has that little
swag,
swag to
he
him.
keeping his cut right.
Okay, he might want hot sauce on his
Yeah,
chicken
yeah, a little
type.
bit.
Yeah.
Then that's why. So I do feel like whoever is whoever, but you won't even be, probably a lot of people, I'll say, is not even attracted to other races like that unless they have something that is familiar with you, to
Right.
you, like swag or like
Right.
some kind of whatever. And if you don't know what swag is, you already ain't got it. So don't ask me nothing in the comments.
Cheers to that because
I went to a school that was, they had their black section, but if it's in a white city,
yeah,
but then you got your Hispanics over here.
yeah.
So it was still a little diverse, but it's in a white city.
That's what I
But I
had.
still didn't come out of there
Yep.
like, oh my God. However, like, oh my God, Becky. However, when I was younger, running into females or dudes that went more east of me, they would say like, "Oh, she proper. Oh,
I used to get that
she
too
sound proper like a
because we
white."
went
And
to
not
school
to
on the
me, I'm
west
like,
side.
if this ain't
Right.
niggish, then you must be
East side, bald
east
head,
side,
ghetto
east side.
ass bitch.
Yeah,
No, I'm
that's
just like,
like bald head, scallywag. Ain't got no hair. That's just
no,
too
for real.
easty,
Because
is what you used to call it,
yep,
easty.
that's exactly what
If
we
you
used to
feel
call
like I
it.
sound like, oh my God, like proper, then you real easty. And I don't even really need to probably even be chilling with you because
You too easy for me.
I'm from the west side.
Yeah.
No, play.
No, for real though.
But
I mean,
I am.
I know race
But
was a factor when we were growing up too, but I'm like, just I guess the times like we didn't even really. I mean, you knew. I don't know.
One of my best
just
friends
felt
that I
different.
first met in high school was a Persian girl, so I really didn't care about
And
race.
one of
Like,
mine was,
I had
that's what I
Mexican
said
friends
too.
and all of that.
My dog, Dorsa, shout out to Dorsa. That was my bitch, okay?
And what was
She was
she?
Persian too.
Yeah, like, I didn't think about race too much
I
when
didn't
I was in
either.
high school, like, because I knew a little bit of every group.
Me too.
I still am over here with mine,
Me
but
too.
I knew
Because
everybody.
that was what high school
like
was. Like
different
I
groups.
didn't
Yeah,
go to I didn't go you either. We didn't go to all black high
all
school.
black or all white,
But there
or
was
all
black sections. There was
yeah,
certain sections.
yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah,
feel like for the most part, because mine was so small, we was all friends. Like
yeah.
and if you wasn't black,
And I feel like
if you
every
wasn't
black
black,
person knew each
you
other
got
some kind of
turned
way,
out.
even if it wasn't
You
your
did.
bestie.
You got turned out by the black kids.
That
Like
has ever
remember
attracted me
Stacey
to
Dash? She was all in the black community
that I've
with stuff,
known.
and then all of a sudden she wasn't part of the black community, right? Like we shouldn't have BET awards. Remember she was talking all that shit. She had her white husband.
I don't ever remember her being so a part of it. I don't.
Well, she was on like The Game on
Yeah, that was a job.
Yeah, no. I don't think she was so
I never
in it.
felt like she was really
No.
in it.
However, she just
Yeah.
started talking shit about it. She wasn't
Right.
She was just there, but she wasn't but then she got vocal about it. And
Okay.
started trying to sound like Candace Owens talking shit about the black community, which this and that third. And then she get into it with her white husband and he called the police on her. And she's the one that gets arrested, not him. Because they believe his white ass.
There you go.
So that's the stuff that I always, just like, I ain't gonna lie, like Police, I watched too many Lifetime movies in high school because we used to be on them Lifetime movies. I used to say, I talk too much shit today to cop, sheriff, anybody that's in law enforcement because that nigga gonna kill me and get away with it. Yes.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much a wrap up for us. I feel like make sure this month and every other month, because we everyday black people, that we celebrate more of us. Like, I just want to mention, I'll start negative and positive. I want to mention that a lot of black women, teens, men walk around and just give each other the side eye for no reason, because that's what we're brainwashed to do. And I feel like y'all need to really switch that off. Like, if you see another black woman, say hello. If you like, you would smile something. Don't be fake about it. You don't know that person. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know, they ain't looking at you no kind of way. Just say hello. And black men too, because y'all be
I feel like that was
really doing a lot.
That was the unspoken rule of college on campus.
Like,
if you saw another black person,
you need to speak.
You speak, even if you don't feel like it. That's why sometimes when I feel like speaking, give them the nigga eyes.
So we need to make sure
we acknowledge each other.
that
I
we do that.
You. Yeah, I agree.
There's no reason not to, because you gonna do it to Brad and Chad. How you doing?
Yep. Yeah.
No,
I totally agree with that.
Have more respect for somebody that looks like you.
Yes.
And I'm gonna end it with that. Okay, like, have any ending words?
No. Happy Black History Month. Enjoy. I know, again, it's Black History Month every month, Black History every day. But because this is our month, happy Black History Month. Enjoy.
We're
Be
empty,
black,
but we
blackity black. I know. I was saving my sip just for this moment.
I wasn't,
because you know I'm always empty. I say this just for this moment.
Thanks for tuning in to Wind Down, and we see y'all next week.